Atlantia vivere, my holy people of Atlantis. The 5,862 days have passed. My mandate as praetor has ended. But the great council of Atlantis has allowed me to tell you how to enter into the lost city of Atlantis, located in the Romania, near Bușteni, in the Bucegi Mountains, under the Sphinx. You know, the whole perimeter, the whole so-called mountain. What you call a mountain is not a mountain. It is the forbidden city, the shield above it, and the stones above the shield, and the great statue of the white man raising its head above the shitty shield. That's the mountain. So there are a few ways to get there from the top, from the Zarmoxe cave, and also the main entrance that you Americans have discovered in 2003. Actually, we Romanians discovered, but you have took advantage of it. There are Israeli soldiers parked there, which are only half-breed, which are not Atlanteans, pure white, and I will explain it why. When I will tell you why, when I will tell you how to enter the holy city of Atlantis, you will understand why they cannot enter. There are three main conditions to enter the holy city of Atlantis. And the Atlantean woman who speaks into my head from 4D Continuum told me that she prefers a man to go inside. I could go anytime you wish. First of all, the most obvious condition, you must be a white man. The Israeli soldiers do not apply, they will not be permitted. You must be at least 98% or 80%, but I believe 98% white. 90% having the white characteristic. You could also be an Atsarm like I am, because I was born with blonde hair, and because of the sun shining in Romania, my hair turned dark like Britney Spears' hair did, and she became a fake blonde after it. But it doesn't matter. And she's my sister anyway. This is another proof that she's my sister. She likes sweet red wine, she's lonely, she pushes away people and then calls them back. She behaves like 6,000 years ago. She believes that she's a great goddess. She has that perfect smile. She looks like me. And she was like me when she was a little child. Anyway, she's broken up, but she will recover. She's 2 years... she was born in 1981, I was born in 1979. She's 2 years younger than I am. So, the first condition is to be a white man or a white woman. That woman told me that she prefers a white man. The second condition, you can only send one representative. You cannot send an entire army. I would prefer me to be that representative. I understand that I have to talk English near the American and the Israeli soldiers which are guarding the entrance to the tunnel in which eventually you will meet the shield in which many of you have died. The Atlanteans told me that they regret. But the third condition is this: you must be dressed in white. White underwear, white torso. You see? White torso. White white things in your feet, white shoes or white boots more actually, and white pants. Actually, if you go to a peasant in the area, if you don't have all these white things, you can simply go to a peasant in the area and ask to buy the $100 or $150 to buy a manually made traditional costume, but without those flickery things, you know, because there are things which are pure white. We, the members of the Great Council, always dress in pure white, and also people who are not of the Great Council, they dress in white, plus different models which suggest going through a stargate, going through a wormhole, exploding a star and things like this, exploring another universe and so on. So, and if you are dressed in white, then, and you are white 98%, and you are lonely, and you are a man, you will be allowed in. As you go, the passage will lighten up. You know this, and I know this, as a proof that I was there with my spirit, and the white women will come and accompany you or me because I prefer to be that ambassador. Why? Because I know I'm the praetor, I'm the director of this planet, and I know how to talk with them. Otherwise, you might talk in an uneasy way, because if you have racial against white preconceptions which were made up in your American society, because your American overlords want you to overbreed you with black men and yellow and red men and make a nice mixed race. So they will appear, these people, and they will appear a bit racist to you in their conceptions, not in the Ku Klux Klan way, but in the way that they consider the white race, Atlantis, to be above all the other civilization, and so on and so forth. So this is the big secret. Now, the weather is fine. I'm just in some money. I just remain with 2 lions, and I borrowed 2 million or 200 new lions from my grandmother, and so on and so forth. And for some people who are smart as you, instead of paying billions of dollars to secure the area and presuming that there is only a little space protected by the shield 35 or 40 meters tall, no, it is hundreds of meters tall. It is hundreds times more larger, because we are talking about a volume. Then what do you expect? So I know everything. We and France, Romania and France, signed in 1968 a profoundly mutually detrimental agreement that we are not allowed to sell our technology to other nations, and we are not allowed to develop them. So I'm not allowed to develop the inventions of Nikola Tesla and Henry Quant, and which includes cloaking, Tesla coils, fast trains, which are called magnetic levitation trains, were developed, and flying saucers, and lasers, and plasma, and jump drives, and so on, for 70 years, until 2038. So until 2038, neither France nor Romania is allowed to develop our own technology or to sell, not even give it for free to other nations. Unfortunately, around 2040, the Alcorians and Alphardians and Zagetinians and Siriusians and all the other star races will come here, and they will recruit you, because the Alcorian told me, well, you have to wait until 2040, and I found from other sources that they will come here, those aliens, and they will recruit us, you, because I will be dead by then, to fight their wars in various parts of the galaxy. So they have a holy war, they believe that they have ethical fights. Yeah, you see, this galactic federation of light, they believe they are the good guys, and they fight against people from Orion, which are reptiles or dragons, and they believe themselves also to be the good guys, because the ethical beings, that is the main characteristic of ethics. It is child play to reach the ethical level. Of course, passing the test, not a child level, but passing a test refers to the fact that you are going to be friendly, you are going to be in a gang, in a group of light beings, 4D beings, if you pass this. If you don't pass this, you are going to be lonely. But consider the fact that hundreds of millions or even billions, tens of billions of beings are going in 2 years. In 2016 we will be in 4D, you are not going to be so lonely, and you can create. So it is child play to reach the 4D continuum. You only have to do good stuff. You have to do what you believe is right, because that is the ethical stupidity, the unconsciousness. Everyone believes that what I do is right and good, and everyone else is wrong, and I am the only one who is right. You see, so it is very easy to fall into this mindset. Your leaders already have this mindset. So, as a recap, dress yourself in white. Send only one representative. Don't send an entire army. Don't be armed. Don't carry black boxes, a nuclear suitcase. Don't carry anything black, because we had a little war with the black race around that time, 50,000 years ago. Brasov was a small island, was the center of Atlantis. That is why in Romania now everyone wants to link Brasov to Iași, to Cluj, to Bucharest. They think like 50,000 years ago. So You have to understand that when you teleport yourself, so when you activate the teleporter, your body is destroyed. Only information remains. You know, in this universe, matters converts to energy, energy converts to matters. Now I'm going to explain to you the nature of reality. You know, when a woman makes a child, that child will always belong to the same race as the woman. If the woman is a dragon, then that child will be half dragon like me, or full dragon. If the woman is a shark, the child will be a shark. If the woman is a whale, the child will be a whale. If the woman is a bacteria, the child will be a bacteria. If the woman is he's human, the child will be human, and so on and so forth. Because the information remains. So there is information in our cells which determines the sex and the gender and the what the child will be. Because, you know, to all mammals, first there are some cells multiplicating, and whatever that form is, first the brain appears. So first the brain appears, and whatever that form will be, human, dragon, or elf, vampire, whatever, that form looks the same. Only then it gets the form of a dragon, or so the form doesn't matter. Also, that form will look like you, a bit like you. You also look like a dragon if you're a dragon, or like a bacteria if you're a bacteria, but also will look like your personality, because your information does not change when you activate the teleporter, like in Star Trek. But these teleporters already exist. Your body is destroyed. So the teleport mechanism reads all your information, all your thoughts, feelings, bodies of light, and so on, and cells and organs and tissues, and they send the information to the other terminal, and your body here is destroyed, because otherwise there will be two like me, two Lucians. And when I am reaching the other teleporter, my body is recreated exactly like I was, from the molecules in that state. So if I teleport on a gaseous planet where there are bad gases, poisonous gases, and bad bacteria, my body will be made of bad gases and evil bacteria. But this is not a problem, because when I teleport back onto my ship, my body will be destroyed, that body on the planet, and another body will be created on the ship. Also the other way around. So I will not be affected by the poisonous gases and bad bacteria on the planet, because I am made of those bad gases and poisonous bacteria. Also, my body will look a bit different. I will be a little more greener, or whiter, or black. You get the idea. But I will have senile teeth and so on. So, this is the truth. This is actually the truth. My friends. So, white. Don't forget that you have to dress yourself in white, and you have to be respectful towards Atlantis, towards white race, towards the four people, and continue towards the ethical ideas of those beings. Goodbye.